All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rahak Wadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at Great Millstone for teaching us this truth and ruling well. And I also would like to give double honors to the man who taught them. Peace and blessings to the Akion, putting on us the elect, striving for perfection, that crown of righteousness by being obedient to what is written inside these scriptures. Shalom. This is your brother Kassad out of GMS Austin. Just been on my spirit, getting into a lesson, going into the black woman, just going into her being out here wild, running reckless, just doing what she wants to do, just fully beguiled by Satan, still to this day, right? And just going to the fact that, man, she's just laden with curses and sores and wounds, on her, man. So when you see her, you shouldn't marvel at her beauty. You shouldn't marvel at any of that, man. That shit should be disgusting when you see Keisha or Big Shirley, the nigga woman out in public, man, operating like they do. The shower caps, the nastiness, lewdness, the pajama pants, halter tops, just the craziness that is the opposite of beauty, And I make these lessons for the elect of the house of Israel, and give them warning at the end of the day. All right. So, if Keisha's listening, this is meant to shame you, man. It's meant to make you look at yourself differently, understand that, nah, man, you are operating out of order, going into these scriptures and how you're supposed to be operating, man. You are fell from grace. All right. And this is the time of liberty. We in the flesh, you cannot be perfect, but you should be striving for that truth, striving to be perfect. All right. By doing these laws, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, man, rehearsing the righteous act and being under a man, and humility, humble and everything. But, man, I'm going to go ahead and jump this off, and preferably this to be edifying to the body. This is Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, 25 and 24. It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die, man. Okay? She ate of those fruit that was in the garden. Give it to her by that wizard, that enchanter, that devil, ultimately. Okay? She ate of that fruit, and that fruit wasn't an apple, like they like to say in the Christian church, man. It was the philosophies and the doctrines that Esau pushes, right now in this society in which we live in, which is do as thy wilt. Do whatever you want to do. And this being hell, Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, being the devil, she is the white man's demon, man, that's operating hell with him, hand in hand, right now, man. All right. But she was beguiled. Let's get this word beguiled. Just a Google dictionary. It's charm, enchant, someone, sometimes deceptive way. All right. She's been enchanted. She's under this spell of Esau, Edom. And this, and still to this day, she talks about nothing but spirituality. She's dipping and dabbling with witchcraft, and that goes for the Northern Kingdom women out there as well, man. They're heavy in everything that they're not supposed to be heavy in. All right, they should be heavy in following their man, being that help, that comfort for their man. But they want to be out here in these streets, heavy in all sorts of debauchery, lewdness, and foolishness. All right. And rebellion, ultimately. And rebellion is as of the sin of witchcraft, man. All right. You know what the scriptures talks about witchcraft. You suffer not a wish to live. And you see the Lord executing judgment in our society, on these witches, ultimately, man. All right. You can't go to a park, to play with your son, your kid, or whatever, without finding Keisha chopped up in these damn bushes somewhere, man. All right. She's getting chopped up and scattered all around the neighborhoods like trash and litter. All right, been found dead everywhere, man. All right, it's high season for judgment going out on this black woman, Keisha, Big Shirley and them. But she's been hoodwinked, all right, by Esau Edom and his philosophies. All right, she's been seduced by the wicked one. All right, this is who she is. She's all the way off in left field, doing things that is only pleasing to her flesh, which Babylon the Great promotes, man, onto the whole world, ultimately. All right, that's the wine that's inside that cup, that golden cup that Babylon has been. All right, it's been just a golden cup of wine, of philosophies, doctrines, and foolishness that people are completely drunk off of and everything. Let's grab this in Hosea 10 and 13. It says, "You have plowed wickedness, you have reaped the iniquity." All right. It says, "You have eaten the fruit of lies because thou didst trust in thy way in the multitude of thy mighty men." You've eaten the fruit of lies, man. This is the fruit that you ate in the garden. Okay. This is what you was fed in the garden and that Adam partook in as well. Okay. All those lies and that bullshit and madness that you was being preached, you brought it home to your men. And and for that, yeah, we are in these bodies, these chains of darkness. All right, we're in this flesh. Let's see. This is Genesis 3:16. It says, "Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception." This is your life according to these scriptures. All right. It said, "I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception, and thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee." Now, this is the proper order and which you should be operating in. The woman is not the head of the man. In this society, she gets she gets more opportunities, right? She's being exalted here, all right? And she is not smart enough to understand she's just being put in these positions to be another foot or another trap and snare for the men, the Israelite men, that is. All right. And ultimately, it's, all against what the scriptures have already set in order. So this is what this world is set up and how this world is set up to be opposite of what the word of Yahweh is. And this is how she operates on a daily basis, man. All right. Let's see. Let's grab this right here. 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. It says, "Let all things be done decently in order," man. And this is something the black woman is afraid of, right? It's order. They say she's afraid of accountability. That's part of being in order, right? If you are being accountable for things, then you operate in an orderly fashion. Like I said, I did it. That's it's only right that I do what I have to do. Take responsibility for it. It's only right that I follow things in the proper order that it was set. But she doesn't like order. All right. According to these scriptures, she's still trying to be on a video with her husband talking about, "No, I gotta preach the gospel too. They need to hear me too." That's not what the scriptures say. All right. The scripture talks about that woman being in silence. Right. Yeah. It's a lot of Israelites waking up right now. Hebrew Israelites waking up, Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indians. But she want to be on the internet teaching and preaching. A lot of times these broken men will have her sitting right next to her trying to teach and preach as well. Man, that's against the scriptures. That's out of order at the end of the day, man. These things that are written inside these scriptures is for correction, reproof, all right, instruction on how we need to be operating. Not how you want or how you feel, but this thing is set up a certain type of way, and particular men are going to be operating on how you're supposed to be operating in. Because this is very simple when it comes down to it. There's simplicity in Yahweh Shai. You do what you told, and he says that, man, things will go well with you. All right? All those who believe on me will live. All those who don't believe on him will die. Okay? I lay before you today life or death. All throughout the scriptures, it's either choose one. Ain't no middle ground. Ain't no, I think I'm a kind of sit. Nah, it's on left. You on the left. You either with us or you against us. But this 2 Corinthians 11 and 3 says, "But I fear lest by any means as the serpent beguiled Eve." All right, through that witchcraft on her, the enchantments. It says through his subtlety, All right, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Yahweh Shai. So if she's doing any of these things on these platforms, trying to preach the gospel, her mind is still corrupted. She is still beguiled by this demon. At the end of the day, she's still taking up the philosophies of Esau Edom. Do as thou wilt. All right, being outside of the temple, profane. All her mannerisms are symbolic or similar to the snake that was in the garden, man. She's casting spells with everything she do and how she talk and how she look and everything, man. All right, the good women are gonna be operating in humility, being a help for their husband, and doing what the Bible and these scriptures are telling her to do, and not what the hell she wants to do, man. All right, keep going into this order. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 3:1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. It says, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. All right, just going into how there's specific times for everything. All right, and the woman wants shit to be done on her time. She thinks everything on her watch, her schedule, how things are, right? And that's a woman mentality, and it's easy to see on people when they operating in that spirit. It's like that's out of order, to just think things to revolve around you and everything. Nah, man, that's taking up those philosophies. That's woman worship at the end of the day. All right. But it's Ecclesiastes 3:4. It says, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. The women think it's always a time to laugh, dance, and chill and do all that shit. Man, it's wickedness, man. All right. How about a time to get in order? Because that sword is getting ready to come upon the land. Okay. It says, 5 says, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow and a time to keep silence and a time to speak. Right? So down to the T. These scripture talks about it, man. Time to keep quiet and a time to speak. You at your house with your man, y'all getting along with each other, y'all doing things in order, let it, flowing decently in order. All right, it's a beautiful thing. But when it's out of order, man, it's combative, it's contention, it's stress, it's strife inside the household. All right, distractions ultimately, right? Because that man needs to be able to do what he needs to do and handling business on a day to day. All right, he don't need more shit to handle when you get to the house that his place of rest ultimately. But it says a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace, man. We are definitely not in a time of peace. We're in a time of war. So individuals should be operating in that war kind of state of mind, man, of survival, doing what is necessary to escape these pending judgments that's getting ready to come upon the earth. But if you got a Keisha or a big Shirley Keisha or a super Keisha, like they say in the song Super Gremlin at your household, man, you need to get rid of that. You need to get away from that because that's only going to bring you more woes and shit, man. I wouldn't let a Keisha near my household, by my household, or anything, man. All right? If it's an Amazon or anybody come to my house that looks like a Keisha, I'm not answering the door. All right? You gotta really see these people like these curses say, how these individuals look. This is what should come to mind when you see these wicked people, not just Keisha, but these wicked Tyrone ass niggas too. All right, these broke, roaching, musty ass niggas that are out here up to no good. You should stay away from these niggas, man. All right. These men these boys who've been raised by Keisha and love Keisha to death. Get away from these psychos, man. All right, this is Isaiah 1:5. It says, why should you be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint. So keep your distance when it comes to these sick, faint-hearted ass individuals, man. All right, their whole head is sick. It's in 6 says, from the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and purifying sores. Okay, they have not been closed, neither bounded up, neither mollified with ointment. So these individuals are walking around like zombies. And in the spirit, that's how they look. In the inward man, this is how they look. Scripture says, she that liveth in pleasure while she liveth is dead while she liveth. Let's grab that right quick. All right. because man, we're not disgusted enough by 2/3 of the house of Israel, man, that are seen as traitors. Should be seen as traitors at this point in time of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Scripture said, if you despise the word, the Lord will despise you, ultimately. Right? Let's see. 1 Timothy 5:6, it says, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. So she's the walking dead, and you shouldn't be entertaining a bitch that is walking dead. All right? That's gross. You should see this woman out here and about, half her body, more than half her body parts out, thinking she cute, stinking and shit, smelling like doo-doo, ultimately. You should see this individual, with bruises and putrefying sores. All right? Open wounds, just like if you ever really just been out there. I know brothers out on the highways and byways, they see sometimes you get a homeless person or so that walks by who's just been recently beaten up or something. So they got open wounds, they bloody, they this, that. You should see Keisha ass in that same light when they walk by. You should say, damn. Try to look the other way or some shit, That's what this truth to make you do at the end of the day. Let's grab that right quick. See. See. It's Job 28:8. It's Job 28:28. It says, and unto the man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that is wisdom, okay, because the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. It says, and to depart from evil is understanding. So when you see that evil coming, you depart, man. That's you having wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all right, of what the Lord is expecting of you to do, all right. So let's jump back into it. And just going into Keisha ass, another thing about Keisha, you shouldn't let her hang around your woman either. Like I was saying, you shouldn't let her be around your household, your family, your kids and shit, because those spirits jump and transfer from people to people. So if you ain't got a Keisha at home, I wouldn't let yours sit around other Keishas, man. I understand we in this world, well, you can't really avoid them, especially on the workplace. If Keisha all at the workplaces, she everywhere. She got free roam out here. She free to roam for the most part until, Esau Edom is ready to delete her ass, ultimately. But this is Sirach 25, and I give 25. It says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to guide a bride, man. So you need to operate in this order, all right? Ain't none of that. No, it's okay to be strict. It's okay to have order inside your household. All right, say, nah, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. All right, this is righteous. This is righteous in the eyes of the Lord. And the scripture says, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh. So cut her ass off. She don't want to listen, right? Because like we said, we're in a time of war. Right, a lot of that rebellious shit. This time, this shit is over with. It's not the time for that, man. So it says, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go, man. That's how it's supposed to happen. You give her ass a bill of divorce, you let her go. They don't say you give her half of your salary, They don't say that, because you was a firefighter running in buildings and all this shit all your life. Now she get some of that firefighter money when she ain't never ran in a goddamn building of her life that was burning. Nah, this is an unfair society. This is a society ran by homosexuals and pedophiles ultimately, right? That put this woman on a pedestal, which is ass backwards. All right. But continuing on in this Deuteronomy 28:56, man, it says, going into how these curses are on her as, sores and wounds. But it's very evident in the time we living in that these women are latent with sin. They're very cruel. The daughters of my people are cruel, man. All right, what they're doing with these children, what they're doing with their men, they doing this to their children. We think they're doing with their men when they not, when they're out of their man's eyesight, out and about in these streets and everything. I'm gonna tell you exactly what they're doing. They're keeping up with that wickedness, man. All right, this is Deuteronomy 28:56. It says, "The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not venture to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness." All right, because she was once in that beautiful estate, that's so glorious, adorable estate, that she was fragile. She was, something that you would keep like jewelry or something, man. Keep it nice and tender and delicate, right? She's far away from that. She's in that beast like estate, and she's just roaming these streets wild right now, man. All right. But it says, her eye shall be in packs, by the way, running the streets wild in packs. It says, and tenderness, her eye shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter, man. So she got the evil eye, man, her cruel intentions. Her countenance is evil towards her husband, her sons, her daughters. She's selfish, ultimately. All right? She's only there to catapult herself, do what is most convenient for her, at the end of the day, man. And these are these curses playing out in our society. This is Isaiah 49:15. It says, "Can a woman forget her suckling child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget, yet I will not forget thee," man. So, man, yeah. Of course, these women will forget their suckling child, man. All right? 9 times out of 10, they born into that type of mindset because it was passed down from their mothers and passed down from their mothers. Especially if you got a man child and you ain't shit. You're going to be just like your daddy. Where the daddy at? Don't nobody know. Right? Half the time. So, man, it's a vicious cycle of death and destruction that these black women, these Keishas and Big Shirleys are upholding. All right, and this is a time of accountability. The scripture says judgment shall start at the house of Israel. All right, we enter into Jacob's trouble, man. The hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, according by the apostle Tahar. All right, and so you're gonna see this judgment upon these women cut up higher and higher, man. A lot of these things they've been getting away with, they gonna have to pay that penalty for being out here running as wild animals and everything. All right, let's see. Let's grab this. This is Ecclesiastes 7:26. It says, "And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall escape from her." Okay? Those who please the Lord will be protected. They're going to escape away from her witchcraft and her enchantments. All right? Her subtlety. They're going to be able to break out of that spell of that shit. They're going to be able to handle business and get away from these individuals, man. All right? Not missing stride or nothing. They're going to be able to do the will of the Lord. It says, "Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her," because they're going to see that, this bitch, this is a wicked individual. Let me depart from this person. It says, "But the sinner shall be taken by her," man. And this is what you see all the day long. You see the sinners, these 2/3 of Jakes just highly esteeming these black women and his fraudulent estate that they're in. All right, this very rebellious estate that they're in, man. And the scripture says they shall be taken by her, man. So, man, just wanted to do a lesson going into Keisha, and how we shouldn't be exalting Keisha. We should be despising Keisha and getting away from her ass at the end of the day, man. Because she is hazardous to your health, your mind, your body, your spirit, all of it,
Why don't you come out dressed like that? I don't know why they think they look hot like this. Out of shape. So what we have here is
And
the police.
he's gonna give some commentary on it. It's a channel that I stumbled across called the Blackout Channel. It's basically a Jake going in on the black woman and her buffoonery, exposing her, because she's being caught on cameras, in the wild, just doing wild shit, keeping up with the shenanigans and everything. All right, I'm play a little bit of this. This is fair use. I'm not getting any money off of this. Just using it for teaching purposes.
He's pulling up because Keisha is at a McDonald's, and the police was called because they said that she's brandishing a firearm over a cheeseburger. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let's see. Let's just see.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
They gave us a call of a female with a handgun on their lap.
A handgun?
Yeah.
Oh, no, so I'm here waiting, picking up my son.
Oh, okay.
No, I
Sorry to bother you.
Oh, no problem. I don't know. That sounds like, wait a minute, where you coming from? I see you walking up. I was like, that's the police.
Being sneaky.
Yeah, he's sneaky, but you notice he went up to any Keisha. He was told there's a Keisha running around holding a hammer, and he just went up to any Keisha. He like, well, that sums it up. It's whatever Keisha's outside, because they all act a fool. So I'm going to the first Keisha.
Right, that reputation precedes you, right? So this is why the women of the Lord, man, they understand that, man, you shouldn't want to be like nothing like these goddamn Keishas out here. All right, because as soon as you see him, you already looked at as Jake is. We looked at super savages off the top, man. All right, super goddamn savages, man. I got two quick testimonies. I found some money in the store I was at, and and shit. I went up to the first person I seen that was standing near the money. I said, and he was so frightened by me talking to him. He was like, no, I didn't drop anything. He was like, I was going to make him take the money or something. I was just telling him that, hey, bro, I think you dropped this money. And he was like, oh, no, I didn't drop it. Scary and shit. So I said, hey, call Allah, Yahweh, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That's what I said. Call Allah, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And then the other one was this chick just hit, this Keisha hit me up, and this is another reason why you shouldn't let your woman hang out with Keishas, because Keisha be pimping her friends to other men. All right? This is what she does. She got a phone full of dirty ass niggas, and she can't hit them all. She's tried. So she'll pimp her friends, put her friends on them, and get money out of the situation. All right? And these women are doing this on high level these days, man. All right? This is why, man, these lessons are important, because brothers need to understand that we are at war, man, and none of this shit is safe out here. Time frame, but let him play.
That's what he did. That's exactly what he did. Wrong Keisha, though.
Put that gun away. Put it down. Get out the car.
What you mean? I don't like the picture of them,
You're
sir.
fine. You're fine.
Thank you.
You're fine. Put your hands back.
What are they talking about?
You have it concealed?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I do.
All right, this is for safety, okay? Not an arrest right now.
Okay, thank you.
You have it?
And it's no guns in my clip anyway.
No ammo?
No.
Okay. Where did you have it?
I had it on
Is it back here?
Oh, you can take me wherever. I got my shoes off. Sorry.
You Keisha? That's good. You get like front where nobody can see you.
And the comment boards is just like everybody sees this shit, man. You know, the comment board is just everybody's done with Keisha's ass, man. All right, they not giving a shit no more about Keisha. The least desired, least married, no surprise there. It is over for her, man. You know, it's over for it. She said her kids are at home. She stopped for herself from saying by themselves. But, you know, she getting her a cheeseburger. Nobody else looking at her. You know, she's being exposed one video at a time, man. This is, you know, I ain't going to play the rest of the video. You know, it just ends up she going to jail. You know, job well done, guys. Another Keisha off the streets and everything. But just want to go into a lesson, going into how, man, we in the time frame in which we in, you know, we need to be despising all wickedness, man. That's even the wickedness of the black woman, man, that's operating as a wild animal out here fully beguiled by Satan. Okay? So with that, perfectly, this was edifying to the body. You want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Want to give double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at Great Millstone for teaching us this truth and ruling well. Peace and blessings to the Akiyam, putting on as the elect. Shalom.